And that's what we're doing. We're slowing it down to make sure you get the information and stay up to date with what's happening on the road here in St. Kitts and Nevis. So let me say good morning to Inspector Phipps. How are you doing today?
Good morning to all. I'm pretty okay today.
Nice.
Hopefully, by the end of the day, I should be even much better.
Great. Welcome to the studio once again, and welcome to all of our listeners and to all of our viewers. Welcome to our program for today. Let's get right into our program. What's on the table, should I say, for discussion today?
Well, for today, we'll be speaking about traffic management and control.
Okay.
Traffic control. So we all know that traffic management is the arrangement or guidance and control of both stationary and moving traffic, which include pedestrians, cyclists, and all other types of vehicles. We also know that the number one reason for traffic control is to ensure safety of those in and around traffic. And of course, we also know that without traffic control in any country, it will be chaotic and we will have more accidents and more injuries, and our streets will be more dangerous. Now, we all know that road signs are very important, and these are one of our number one traffic control. And road signs are one of the most traffic controls used to divert vehicles. We also display speed limits that inform drivers when they must stop. Also, we depend on how extensive the roads are. We have different precautionary signs. So we are trying to tell you or continually inform you that you must obey to all road signs. And so in general, there are more than one road traffic signs. And so I will speak of three, which is the regulatory signs. And these signs are like speed limits. You must obey to these speed limits. You can see these signs, that stretch of road that lead from the small roundabout that takes you from Wellington Road to the factory onto the F.T. Williams. That stretch of road that goes
in the back.
From here. Okay, so the other this piece that take you there straight to the roundabout heading to the airport. As you enter that stretch, as you make the right turn from that road that leads from the credit union, there is a speed limit signs there which says 40 miles per hour. As you go further into that stretch, there's also a speed limit which indicate to you 20 miles per hour. So between that stretch, just before you meet the entrance for water department, the speed limits now decrease to 20 miles as there is a roundabout ahead, and of course you're approaching a village. All right. We also, and with these speed limits, you must obey the speed limits. All right. We have warning signs, and these are cautionary signs provided to participate with the intersection and roundabout. As you go to Frigate Bay, you would see the arrows in the signs, in the round sign with the telling you the direction in which you must take.
Okay. Also,
when you're entering a roundabout, there's a giveaway line, there's the arrows to indicate which side you want to take. Although one more important is the road markings. The road markings in the road. As you enter any streets, for example, 4th Street, when you reach up the top, there's a stop sign. And in that, before you proceed, there's arrows to tell you whether you want to go west, straight, or east. And these signs are very important. You must obey these signs. Once you obey these signs, you won't get into any accidents. All right? And the number one of our most and important, most effective traffic signal is the traffic lights. And they have the red, the green, and the yellow. And these prepare you when to stop and to go. And once you follow these, also inside you have the countdown time for which pedestrian can also cross safely. All right? And so once you adhere to all these, everything would be much better.
All right. We have some calls coming in. You ready to take any calls, or you want to finish your presentation?
No, sure.
Okay, let's go to the phone line. All right, let's try. We lost that caller. 465-2555. The lines are now open for you to get in with your questions or concerns. Concern from me. Well, I'll hold my concern and answer this call. Good morning. You're live.
Yeah, good morning to everybody there. I called in there last week, and there was wondering which way I was coming from, and I mentioned the problem I encountered when I went to Bird Rock. I was coming from the Kim Collin Road on the left, and as I entered the roundabout to go towards Bird Rock, this car came abreast of me. Well, I realized now that he wasn't yielding, so I had to drop back and allow him to pass on his way. Is that the right thing to do? Or he's supposed to come behind me until I make the turn and go on the straight road there by the ECCB?
Well, caller,
you understand the question, right?
Yes, sir. What you did, you avoid an accident, which is very, 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 very important. But as we always say, persons need to understand the roundabout. We did a video shot of the roundabout, and I will have it replayed again so that persons could get in line with the rules of the roundabout.
But is it because they don't understand, or they just not caring? Because some of the things that I see them do, don't tell me. The roundabout been there now for quite a number of years, and you're telling me that people do not know how to drive in the roundabout. If I'm on the left side going to Bird Rock, I should remain on the left. You don't try to pass me in the roundabout. He's trying to pass me in the roundabout. So I yield and allow him to go, because it's obvious to me that he insists that he must pass me. Will I leave home in good in one whole piece, and I want to go back home in one whole piece? I mean, I think you all have tried, and you all have tried, because I see people, especially, where I find there's a problem with me, when you're coming over there by jam. People always want to pass you over the hill there, and when you're coming over the hill to go by jam there, there's traffic. Just this week, I had to pull over and allow man to not pull over, put my hand out, because I don't have no air conditioning in my car, and bang my hand like I'm flying for him to understand that he cannot pass me. There's no way he could have passed me. He should have get himself into an accident. So like I said already, I'm not calling to blame nobody. I'm just simply saying that people need to understand. All you said here this morning is right, but it's just that people not doing the right thing. Everybody want to drive fast away. I don't know. And that's why you see you having so many accidents. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, caller. And it's all boiled down to drivers' consideration for other road users. You got to always remember, you're not driving for yourself, you're driving for others. And so I can't tell you what persons are thinking, but I only could continue to educate them on the road laws.
Talking about that, you finished with your presentation? You can continue if you like.
That's right.
All right, then. 465-2555, that's 2555 for you to get in right now if you have a question, a concern, or a suggestion for a good inspector here in the studio. Let's take this call. Good morning, you're live.
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning, this is Police Without Pay.
Yes, Culture.
Hello, did you all have a new police in there? What's your name?
Culture, good morning. Good morning, Culture.
Okay.
Yes, he's back, Culture. He's back.
Yeah, okay. Oh, not only back alone, but the front too. Now, about that incident that the first caller made, some of it is some people did not learn, and some of it they're just ignorant to the rules and instructions that are being given every time this program comes on. Now, my two little pieces. First, I would like for the people who maintain these traffic lights, please extend the couple seconds for the pedestrian to cross over on the other side of the road. That the little seconds that they have there, it is too short. Because you're saying everybody could run across like you and the new police. You got people going across here with crutches, walkers, wheelchair, foot, wrong foot, all kind of foot. And some of these people who come up to these traffic lights, they have no courtesy at all for people who crossing. They're crossing the road and they're coming up. Move your this or that on the road.
Wow.
So I would like you all please to extend the couple seconds to go across. That's one. And it is high time now to clamp down all those motorcycle riders who pop wheeling anywhere. Anyhow, they don't care. Funeral coming and they pop wheeling passing it. The first incident after last year, August 6th, there was a celebrated motorcade and a motorcyclist. He drove a pillion that was behind him on his motorcycle, and that pillion ended up in Springfield Cemetery. That's one. That's bad. And the other one is a motorcyclist was pop wheeling going across McCarroll Street. As you pass the police station, before he could reach the statue in Baker's Corner, he knocked down a man crossing the road, knocking down while he pop wheeling, and the man ended up in the hospital and then in Springfield Cemetery. So thank you all for listening to me.
All right.
Police, I want you to come and make up me police for me here.
All right then, buddy.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll let you respond to culture in a bit, but before you respond to culture, let's take this call. Good morning.
Yeah, me again. Sorry I have to cut in here, but I have to call to agree with the last caller, especially the one by the Roman Catholic Church there. 5 seconds is not enough time for anybody to cross the street. And the moment you notice it, you got to hustle across. Like I've seen some old people struggling. So if they can extend the seconds a little more, maybe by another 4 seconds, I think that will be helpful. I mean, I ain't so young, but I really just find myself across. But 4 or 5 seconds is not enough time, officer. So if you all can do something to extend the time, I remember the last time when I calling about it, somebody said, the problem with I just walk too slow. Well, I don't see nobody walking across this except old people. So if the time can be extended, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, Carl, I will speak to the appropriate authority, and by next week I should have an answer for you pertaining to the changing of that countdown.
Culture is a number of things. Anything you want to address the culture raised?
Well, we all know that motorcycles is the smallest vehicle, and they can in and out of small lane easily. So once they see the police approaching, of course, they're going to try to evade or the police. But once we caught them, we hold. Up to yesterday, we cease one. Yes, but we continue ceasing them as we catch them red-handed.
All right. Yeah. Now, as for my concern, it has been raised more than once here on this program, the issue of signs, erected signs at the roundabout. Has that been taken into consideration? The
signs are presently
painted on the road.
They're painting them on the road, but the physical signs to put up, we are still waiting on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it has been considered?
Yes.
Okay, great. 465-2555. We just have about 50 more minutes left here inside of the program. We're looking at signs this morning, but if you have any other concerns that you would like to raise, you can do so now, whether it's about roundabout or any other traffic issues that you would like to raise. Inspector?
Well, we all know that we are coming up to another festive season, which is the CPL, and a number of traffic restrictions will be put into place. So on the next show, we'll announce, or I think we might just have to come back before our regular schedule.
That's okay.
And announce the importance and the other restrictions.
Right. Okay, let's take this call. Good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
It's a matter of concern. Across Bank Street, there's a water valve. Apparently, it was used, and it appears that the adapter is still on the valve itself. So the cover is not seating properly, and when you drive across here, sometimes it kinks and it come out the area that it's in. Actually come out and hit under the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that needs to be checked urgently.
Okay.
Okay, caller. As soon as I left here, I would call someone from the water department and have it rectified.
Good morning. You're live.
Good morning, Vicky. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Good morning to you.
Morning, Inspector.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, just lively up yourself, man.
I know, right?
This is all part of the work. Lively up yourself. You're tougher than that. Now, I heard you speak about signs and road marking, or you just spoke of road marking. Educate me.
I spoke about both.
Both.
Yes.
Now, you don't think that a lot of those road markings are outdated? What do you think?
Well, according to the law,
inappropriate, then, let me put it so.
Once the law hasn't changed, I won't consider them as inappropriate. If the law changed, then...
Now, who will make the law change?
Well, they have the necessary persons to do the necessary
to make recommendation, yes. And you're part of those persons. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking about like a 40-mile sign in one village and a 20-mile sign in one village. How do you know the difference?
Okay. There are two speed limits here in the Federation, 40 miles and 20 miles. 40 miles is on the outskirts, 20 miles is in villages and built-up area. As I indicate to you, you know that stretch of road that leads to the power station?
Yes.
Okay, so you also know that road that leads from St. Kitts Credit Union onto Wellington Road?
There are two roads.
Okay, let me make it easier for you. Okay, if you are traveling from Valuemat and you take the right heading towards St. Kitts Credit Union.
Yeah.
And you come straight to the top, right? You with me?
Yes, I'm following you.
And you take that right. Before you exit the stop, when you look on your right, you would see a speed limit that says 40 miles per hour.
Right.
So you take that right and you travel towards the airport, right? So that stretch between there to as far as the entrance for the water department. When you look on your left now, you would see a 20 miles per hour signs. So that is, and also there's a sign to indicate there's a roundabout ahead. So then they're giving you the warning, there's a roundabout, so you now have to cut your speed, and also there is a village which is Connery. So that is where the speed limit changes. So no longer you can continue in that direction at 40 miles per hour.
What I'm asking, in this modern day, with these new signs internationally, don't you think that we should upgrade those signs, because you don't know where the 40 miles end and where the 20 miles begin?
But you would see the sign, caller, you would see where the 40 miles start, as I
Okay, let's look at the villages. Go down in the village. Come down in the village. Come out the town. You will see a 40-mile sign in a village. And then in the same village, maybe at the top, the bottom, the middle, you will see a 20. How do people know? What I'm trying to say then, let me help you. If you're going to make the sign, you're supposed to put on something that tells you 20 miles in Boys, 40 miles in Palmetto Point. That's how you need to do this time, so that people could understand. Because we always got conflict, you know. Then the road markings, many of those road markings are not clear. I am not saying that you are responsible, don't get me wrong. I am saying that you are in a position to recommend changes to those things. You agree with me?
I agree, Joe.
Yes, that's where I'm going. We need to do something about that. We need, because you see, not only me, but good lawyers will give you all trouble in the courthouse. Okay? I listen now for you.
Okay, caller, but I'll continue to inform you that the speed limit in the villages is 20 miles per hour, and on the outskirts
we have
40
double
miles per hour. Okay.
Okay.
Inspector, I feel your pain. Good morning, you're live. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, GQ. Good morning, Inspector.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It would be very nice for all the number plates to be regulated. Sometimes you're driving behind a vehicle and you could hardly see the number plate because according to what material is used, half of the number plate is looking black and it's hard to actually see who is in front of you. So there should be regulation as to how the number plate should look, maybe even what material they can make it from so it's very visible. Thank you.
All right, thanks for your input and your suggestion. Let's take this next call. Good morning, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
May I speak to Springy, please?
Oh, you'll have to call 465-2621, but he will be here at 10 o'clock.
You have his number?
Yes, I do, but we're doing a live program now, so I won't be able to give you that number as we speak.
Oh, but I was supposed to do something for me, but I'm trying to call him, but I wonder if I got the right number. I wonder if the number is 762-4475.
Well, sir, like I said to you, we are live. So you're on here with me right now, so I do apologize. I should have told you that earlier.
Okay, so I could call back, man.
Yes, you can.
Okay, all right.
All right, man. All right, good morning. You're live.
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
I want to agree quickly. Good morning to the inspector also. Good job. I want to agree with the lady who called about the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why. About 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, I was traveling to Frigate Bay from the Central Bank, which had a sign there that says 40 miles per hour. This is like 25 years ago. There weren't any other sign going to Frigate Bay. When I reached to Bobsy's, it had some police there, and they clocked me and said I was going 35 miles per hour. And I said, but the last sign I saw was 40 miles per hour. Well, a lawyer friend spoke to me and he said, look, go to court because then there's no other sign. So even though you're saying, yes, only 2 speed limit, it's okay to say it, but you got to put it on the road. Because then if I am driving 40 and I don't see another sign that says 20, and I continue in 40 and you summons, then I'm going to challenge you because then there's no other sign that said to me, okay, now it's 20 miles, or now it's 40, or now it's 10. So I want to encourage you all to really get the signs up so that when you do give somebody a ticket, you're solid.
Mm-hmm. Can't be challenged.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
All right, man.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for your call. You want to respond or you want to go to the next call?
Next call.
Okay. Good morning. You're live.
Hi, morning, GQ.
Good morning, Winshaw.
Morning to the inspector, sir.
Good morning.
I'm happy that you said that the physical sign, if you want to call it that, we talked about in process. Because I feel like a lot of people don't even understand the signs that they might take right out at the road. They don't understand the arrow signal also. So they're still taking the wrong lane, going different direction. So I'm glad that you're going to have something with a board, something like what's in Molyneux, I don't know, the signs that they have in Molyneux. That pointed out Borio, Molyneux, and the island main road, that sort of thing. So I'm happy to hear that something like that is happening, and I'm happy that the gentleman are marking out the roundabout. That is something very good. And I can give you credit for that you're actually doing that work now, from the departing for after 2.5 months. So I'm giving you credit for that. The other issue I'm having with this East bus terminal and the bus system that goes down to the west
from the east. It's a sore, it's a pain, and it's getting violent now. After yesterday again, there was an issue with the two other bus operators down there. Because you have some of them that goes down there and feel like down there belongs to them, and nobody else paying no license and no tax and no insurance and that kind of stuff for the vehicle. They're blacking out and they're taking up crossways room. And for the past 4 or 5 weeks now, we have been having issues with man blacking out man, bus hitting the other bus, drivers getting physical with other drivers and bus up pace and so battles. I'm going to warn you guys again. This is about the 12th time now I'm warning you guys something about it, because somebody going to get killed. Because this is people's livelihood, and it's very, very terrible right now, and things are getting hard. Just this morning I went into the gas station again, and the gas price gone from $14 per change to $15.47. It's an issue, and if you're going to make it harder for us to operate on these terminals, it's going to be a bigger issue, and people are going to get seriously injured or killed, God forbid. Because when I go down there and man start to black me out, and they're going to start to create violence, I'm going to have to defend myself. So I'm putting it out to you, Inspector. If there's any need that I have to defend myself, I'm putting out to you again. I would have to defend myself, and then the police will want to come and lock me up. But I'm warning you guys for months now. Do something about it. You guys need to do action and stop this sort of talking as culture like this. Have a wonderful day.
Carla, what I would say, ignorance is no excuse to the law. But on the brighter side, the Transport Board was affected once again yesterday. So in short order, you would see great things happening as it pertains to the bus terminals.
Good morning, your life.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lulu.
Don't call me them. Good morning to the sergeant or the inspector there.
Good morning.
Good morning to Sergeant Henry, wherever she is. I know you're going to answer the phone now, so I just called to say.
She's listening you.
Oh, I know. I just called to say to my good friend there, my friend in the now, welcome back to his rightful place, and happy to hear his voice. Have a good day. Love you all.
Love you too.
Love you. Bye.
See you. Good morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, on the topic of number plates, instead of you guys trying to get to everybody with the number plates, why don't you guys talk to the persons who manufacture these number plates? And what's with the practice right now of number plates being placed on the extreme left, extreme right of a vehicle, no lighting on the number plates in the rear, all these things. I mean, these things are so callous and so prominent right now. Is there anything being done with this? Thank you.
Yes, sir. We are presently on a drive as regards to the number plate, where persons are now positioning their number plates on the left. The number plates should be positioned in the center, as the form indicated, as it is in law that the number plate should be placed in the center of the front or the center of the rear of that vehicle.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Oh, we lost that one. We just have about 2 more minutes left inside of the program. If you have any other concerns or issues you'd like to raise, you can do so now. Good morning, you are live.
Morning, Q.
Good morning, sir.
Good to see you back here. You're back in the house.
Yes, man, yes.
I have about 3 concerns. Is there a crossing in front of KFC?
No, sir.
Because, I mean, people still cross there. I mean, the seat's blacked out, and they still cross there every day and having traffic to stop when they're crossing. Right? And it's right next to a traffic light. And the crossing is further across now by Social Security, but I don't know, something got to be done to have it enforced. Or to let people know you can't do that. I mean, every day you see ladies standing up by the traffic lights. What's their function?
They're checking on vehicles, whether unlicensed vehicle, any vehicle that violates the traffic regulations, sir.
I don't know, but they just stand up there every day, not really doing anything. I mean, maybe they could be in areas where they would be more effective or more useful, doing something at least, rather than just standing there. Sometime every day you pass, they ain't even looking up, watching you or your car, they're on their phone. I mean, not being enforced. I mean, tell me something. My son even thinking about getting a motorcycle, but they're supposed to wear helmets, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this enforced?
Yes, sir.
Oh. What is being enforced is them looking in your car to see if your seatbelt on, but they're not watching the cyclist to see if they have on a helmet, or the person they're carrying on the back have on a helmet. It's safety all over. Another thing is the roundabouts. They really need marking on the road itself to point the driver exactly where to go. There's still a big problem with that, right? They need to be marked out properly. You agree with me?
We're presently marking the roundabout. Most of the roundabouts have marking in the roundabout, sir.
So we're going to see the painting being done?
There's marking inside the roundabout, sir. You can take a drive and you will see the arrows and everything in the roundabout, sir.
It's not done properly. You might have an arrow in one spot somewhere, but the whole thing needs to be pointed, in whatever direction the driver should take. There's still some big issues with that. And this thing with derelict vehicles is getting more and more prevalent. All over the place, you see them pull up, haul up. And, every now and then, you would hear something saying, well, they will be towed, they will be picked up, all sorts of things. And then you still have the problem with mechanic shops all over in the villages. Right? Could you get to the relevant authorities in the ministry and, see if they could try and get even 10, 12 acres of land, 15, to put all these mechanic shops on somewhere.
That's it?
Hello?
That's it, sir?
That's it.
Okay, thank you so much for your call.
All right.
All right, that's going to be our last call for this morning. It's now 1 minute moving away from the hour of 9 o'clock. We have to get into a 9 o'clock report coming up next and our time check for this morning. Inspector, your response to our last caller, if you have, or your last words, if any?
What I could do, I could drive around and see where he's speaking about in regards to the derelict vehicles, because up to about 2 months ago we were on a derelict vehicle drive, so we'll have to now go back and check and see if persons have put back their vehicles in that position.
Okay.
All right. And I would like to leave by saying maintaining safety when on the road should never be overlooked. Traffic control equipment are one of the best ways to keep all road users safe, as their main aim is to provide drivers and pedestrians with important information and warning regarding the streets.
Thank you so much for being here, Inspector, and I'll see you next week. Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys next week, same time, same place.
My friends.
It's time now for our morning time check for today. Compliments Republic Bank.
CPI